Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to be discussing something that I finally am good at this point in my life, and that is how to naturally fall back. Don't force it, and I'm going to tell you why you don't want to force it. So have you ever been like talking to a guy and y'all, everything is going good between y'all, you really feeling him, maybe you even told him you liked him, y'all been kicking it almost every day, he's been contacting you, reaching out to you, he's just been chasing you down, and that's one of the things that made you want to be with him, is that he really pursues you. Out of all the other guys, this guy is just 100 with you, and he seems like he really wants to be with you. And then all of a sudden now he's just not really texting you as much, not really trying to hang out with you as much, not really trying to pursue you that much, and you're just like, dang, what's going on? And then like maybe you made the mistake of bringing it up, and he's just like, I'm just busy, I got a lot of things going on, and we're gonna get all into that. But if you are dealing with that right now, this video is for you, girl, because I've been there, done that, learned my lessons, ran them away, chasing after them, and like, look, I'm going to give you these keys that I notice that I do that make them come running back. Period. And for those who's like, I don't want to play games, I don't want to play games with guys, I just want him to like me for me, this is what you see. But my thing is like, you have to love yourself more than wanting to be loved. And therefore, it's not necessarily a game that you're playing, but it's just certain things that you're not gonna put up with, like, I'm gonna match your energy type stuff, you know what I'm saying? So these are the notes that I've taken, and I actually recently just did this with somebody that I, dealing with, and it's definitely worked. And I don't necessarily do it on purpose. It's just like, this is what I do, and I've noticed that they come running back when they start getting lazy and start getting too comfortable. Or come on now, let's be honest. When you're dating people, the thing that sucks about dating is that you can meet somebody that's so phenomenal, they're so great, and then they end up meeting somebody else, or maybe you start meeting somebody else, and that person's starting to get your attention more than the person that you were interested in. And that is just the thing about dating. Sometimes you'll meet somebody and you guys hit it off and it's so great, and then they meet somebody not particularly better than you, but somebody that sparked their interest because of something that they do, or how they, particularly dress, or how they carry themselves, or that they're willing to go half and half on dates, or whatever. Like, maybe it's something about that person that they're like, oh, let me pursue them too. And you're feeling that energy shift. And when you feel that energy shift, trust that shit, because they definitely getting lazy on you, girl. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with some of these tips that I have for you guys. Okay. So one of my first things is when I notice, I'm like, okay, we're talking on the phone. They're like, oh, I'm gonna call you back. Okay, call me back. And you don't hear from them for the rest of the night. And you're just like, really? Because it's 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. And like, we've definitely stayed on the phone way longer. And then they hit you up the next morning like, oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. Like, what's up? Or they just act like they never said they were going to call you back. Like, come on now, sis. We're not dumb. Like, we're not going to play those games. Like, you weren't busy. You were probably entertaining somebody else. Cool, whatever. We just dating. Play it cool, sis. That's the number one thing. You want to play it cool. You want to just let him know, like, you know what? Like, okay, two can play that game too, because I was giving my energy to you, but don't think for a second that I'm not scared to walk away. I think that is the number one rule, is do not be scared to walk away, okay? And we're gonna get into that, but these are the things that I've written down on my phone. So for one, when you start noticing he's doing all this stuff and you wanna get some of his attention, and he follows you on social media, which is a good thing, let him follow you on social media, sis. Post a bomb ass, but not too thirsty, picture on the gram, either on the gram or on your story. Make sure you looking good, like, and do it for yourself, so you feeling yourself that day. Like, dress up and make sure you feeling yourself that day. Like, you know what, he's not giving me the attention that I need, so I'm gonna give myself that attention, and therefore I'm gonna post a picture of me looking cute. So go ahead and post a picture of yourself looking bomb. Like, either you got a nice face, lips, boobs, butt, whatever, just show it off and look cute doing it, but classy. Keep it classy. Show him what he is missing and remind him that others are looking too, because one thing about men, they know other people are looking, and they're like, oh, wait, hold on now. Like, hold on. I see all these comments, or I know her inbox is blowing up. Let me hit her up right quick. Let her remind her that, you know, who I am. Because one thing about men is that they love competition. They love competition. Don't get it twisted, ladies. Don't let a man feel like he's that comfortable, or he's like, oh, you mess with other dudes, I ain't gonna mess with you like that. Lies. Lies, 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 lies. If he knows other dudes, if he knows you out here thotting and bopping, that's a different thing. But if he knows that other guys are pursuing you, want to take you out on dates, and he's just like, oh, well, if you're gonna be doing all that, I don't want to take you out. It's like, that's a lie. Because why do men play video games? Because of the competition. They don't play video games because it's easy. Name one video game where a guy is just like, oh, that was easy. Because they get bored. They get bored of stuff. They like a little competition. That's why they play sports. That's why men like that adrenaline rush. It's just like, oh, like, hold on now. Like, I want to come out on top. Like, I want to come out as the winner and get her heart. Not these other dudes. Let me show her what I can do. So they pull out all their tricks and dips and all this other stuff. And then they get lazy. And then one thing about a man, they don't let their PS whatever video game catch dust. So don't let him put you to the side and catch dust. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because somebody else gonna start playing it, okay? So, like I said, men don't like anything easy. They like video games. They like to conquer things. So therefore, let him conquer your love. Don't let him know that you're just waiting around for him and just waiting for his phone calls and stuff like that. So how do you do that? Fall back and focus on yourself, sis. You know, go get back into the hobbies. What were you doing before you met this person? Like, what were you doing? And now, if you're sitting up there saying, well, I was bored, I didn't like my life, then you got a whole nother problem. You shouldn't even be dating right now. You should be getting yourself together, because if you do not find your own company as enjoyment, then you need to be single at this time yourself. So, for me, example, like when I get off of work, you know, I know a certain person will call me, and I'm like, okay, cool, like, whatever. But if you don't, like, you know what, let me stop making you a habit of, like, getting off the phone. Like, I remember I used to talk to a guy all the time when I would get off from work, and now I'm like, what was I doing before that? Oh, I was listening to music, I was listening to albums, I was listening to mukbangs, like, I was just like listening to certain things on YouTube, and I'm like, well, why don't I get back to doing that again? Like, why don't I do that? Like, why don't I just enjoy my company, sing, dance, whatever? What did I do when I go home? I found a new Netflix show. Like, I paint, I write, I inspire, I make YouTube videos. Like, these are things that you need to find that you do. If it's something that you do when you work out, like whatever, make sure it's something that you love to do and that you can entertain yourself, and get out of the habit of making that person your routine. Because when you wake up in the morning and see they didn't text you, like, it shouldn't bother you, because you're going to continue on with your routine as it should go. And if it does bother you, then that just reminds you that you need to pay attention to yourself, because your day is going to go good and great without this person texting you. And that's called self-love. Like, does it suck because you're like, you know, you could have made my day better? Yeah, but my day is going to be great because of me. Okay? So make sure you just have friends. If you don't have friends, just do things and stuff that you like and enjoy those things, and just invest in yourself. Just get your nails done, get your toes done, do your hair, set up a nail appointment, set up a hair appointment. Do things for yourself to make sure you are not that distracted with this guy. Because if you get too caught up in la la land over him, you're gonna be sitting here thinking about him all day, and he's just somewhere living his best life. You know, I'm not saying that's the truth, but he's not obviously worried about you because he's not texting you. So therefore, you shouldn't be worried about him. So when you post this bomb selfie of yourself, he's gonna hit you up. He's gonna be like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, you know, make sure he texts you, you know, double text you or whatever. And just be real, kind of like short, not too dry, but just like, don't, like when he say, how was your day? It's like, oh, it was a great day. And, you know, it was cool. How about you? Or it was fun. Like, just kind of be a little short. Don't be like, yeah, I had a fantastic day. I did this and this and this. You don't need to prove to him that you're busy. You just need to be busy. You don't need to prove to him and tell him you got all this amazing things going on and that he should be interested to your life, because that's how you just come off too hard. You come off too thirsty. Like, just chill. Just be like, oh, it's good. I'm chilling. Like, oh, it's a great day. Very productive. Whatever. Then he gonna sit here and ask you. If y'all not talking on the phone, which I feel like if you're gonna be tripping about a dude, if y'all haven't talked on the phone yet, then I don't know. I'm a phone talker. Like, I like to talk on the phone. But if you just, you know, y'all just text. If he asks you, like, why are you being so dry? you know, whatever. And if he does call you, don't pick up right away. Do not pick up. This is because you are preoccupied doing your stuff. Just because he didn't make you a priority, you don't make him a priority to answer the phone. You don't rush to your phone and pick up and say, hello. Like, you just say, oh, I'm busy right now. Or you pick up and say, hey, I'm gonna call you right back. And then call him back hours later. Or don't even call him back. Just text him and be like, hey, what's up? What you doing? You know, whatever like that. Just let him know, like, you busy, sis. Like, you busy doing stuff. Or whatever. So just make him wait, okay? And then, last thing, and the most, not last thing, but one of the most important things, and these are like the last things you should definitely take in mind. Don't be scared to lose him and walk away from something that no longer serves you, and be prepared for him to not care. Because that's one of the things that I've definitely walked away from situations and was like, oh, he's being dry. But my feelings would be so hurt because I expected him to chase after me. Like, I expected him to like come after me, and like, no, if he's acting funny with you now, just imagine how he will be in the future. Like, that, you changing your stance and running after him and entertaining him when he's being dry and short with you, it's just only gonna make him more lazy and lazier to hit you up. And then you find yourself not even talking to him for the whole day. And then you're like, wow, like, how do we go from always texting together all day to, you know, we don't even talk except every other day? And you're still settling. He's not gonna come back around, sis. Somebody else got his attention, and you seem too available. Men don't like women that are too available. You being too available for him. Therefore, he's going to walk away from you, and then feel like when, you know, whatever he's dealing with, he can come back and hit you up because he know you're going to be waiting around waiting for him. Like, don't do it. So like I said, don't have any expectations, because I've definitely had my little feelings hurt when I thought he was going to come back. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's how you not care. You genuinely not care. Like, you genuinely put it in your mind that I need to move around and talk to somebody else, and don't vocalize that with him. And now if he starts to notice that, hey, like, what's going on? You know, you acting kind of funny. Then you have a right to tell him, like, hey, like, I'm matching your energy. I just feel like in the beginning you was hitting me up and you was being real consistent, and now you're not really being consistent. Don't be afraid to demand how you want to be treated. You want him to hit you up and at least acknowledge you every day like he was doing, and putting your foot effort. Don't get lazy on me, because if you get lazy on me, you're gonna get replaced, period. I wouldn't care to replace you because of much time we invested, but don't ever think that other guys are not trying to occupy my time every single day. Okay, let them know. And like I said, don't demand him to call you more. Just say, you know what, you have an option to do that. I'm not gonna demand you to do anything. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna get lazy. I'm gonna get bored with you. I'm gonna get bored with you and move around. Simple. You're gonna get bored with somebody. You don't talk to them every day. You don't talk to them like they don't even acknowledge you every day. You talk to them every other day. Like, if a guy really likes you, he's gonna hit you up every single day. Period, point blank. He's gonna at least acknowledge you, send you a text message or something. He's going to acknowledge you, sis. Do not be scared, and do not be fooled with that I'm busy, because I pulled the I'm busy. Even though I do be busy, I still try to make an effort to like text back. You know what I'm saying? So don't fall for that. And just let him know, like I said, that there's competition out there, and if you want to willing to play for my attention, then you need to bring your A game, because somebody else, while you're being lazy and not hitting me up every other day, I'm talking to somebody else every other day. Okay, so, and if all else fails, walk away completely. Walk away. And this is what you prepared yourself to do, is walk away from the relationship, because it does not serve you. He was going to waste your time anyway, sis. It don't matter what you could have done. It was going to result in this anyway. Take the experience with him as a lesson learned, and trust the universe that his time with you was up. You know, he needed to be moved for someone else better to come along. And like my pastor said, how do you expect to find the man that you love and God has for you, or whatever, if, you know, you're the house and the driveway is parked with a Honda? You gonna want that Lexus to pull up, or that Benz to pull up, but he see a Honda preoccupied in your driveway. He needs to move around. So therefore, you so focused on the Honda, when the Benz is waiting for you, okay? The bigger picture, the man that's actually for you and gonna give you everything that you need. Like, just trust and believe. Like, it's okay to be single. It's okay. You're not lonely. You should never feel lonely when being single. You should never be, be alone. And enjoy your presence and go out, get out with your friends, do things with your friends, preoccupy your time, meet other people when you're ready to meet other people, but don't get too caught up. Unless that man gives you a title of girlfriend, then you're like, hey, I'm your girlfriend, like, why am I not talking to you? If he didn't give you that title, sis, like, he really don't owe you none of that. You just kind of like, this is what I stand for, this is what I don't stand for, and this is what I'm gonna put up with. And if you're gonna be dry, I'm gonna be dry. I'm gonna always match your energy. And anytime they ask you, like, why you acting like that, I'm matching your energy, okay? Because I've definitely been that girl in the past where I've ran behind a guy and text him to the end of the world, and text him to the point where he ended up getting in a whole full-blown situationship with somebody else. And I'm like, when did this happen? Like, I don't even know, because he wasn't giving me his time. He slowly knew that I was going to be there. But whatever, sis. Like, I've definitely done it in college. I definitely had this done. I definitely had my feelings hurt where I didn't know how to fall back. I would have that anxious feeling like, oh my God, if I don't text him, if I don't respond to him, he's just gonna lose interest. Honey, if he was gonna lose interest, he was gonna lose interest regardless. Regardless of what you did. Regardless of how long it took you to text back. If he was gonna lose interest, he was gonna lose interest. Period. Because men wait for something that they want to wait for. Men go after something that they want to go after. And if they, once you tell them once, like, look, I'm gonna let your energy, you doing this, I'm gonna fall back, sis. And if he lose, if he okay with you falling back, fall all the way back and walk out the door. Okay, so hopefully that helps. If you have any advice, if you think I missed out on something, comment down below and let me know what advice you have, or if you're in a situationship where you had to walk away. And don't that sucks about dating? It's just like you're talking to somebody and everything's going great, and then boom, all suddenly they're not really hitting you up anymore, and they're probably occupying something else or found something else to do. Like, whatever. Comment down below, let me know. And if you have any tips and advice, if you want me to give any advice, comment that down below as well, and I'll make a video on it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like and subscribe for more videos and content that is coming up soon. I appreciate all the love, likes, and comments and shares. Thank you. Bye.